One of my favorite seafood temples in Spain is in Granada, So I'll show you the meal. We ordered con della piedra otea. This is 2021. This Codes anchovy from Cantabrica. The olive oil is not added actually, it comes in olive oil. If you want, you can use the little bit tomato with it. Size quality, I think this anchovy is pure umami. I recommend. This is from Galicia. Erizo smart, as you see, sea urchin. I love them, they're so sweet, smooth. And I add a glass of champagne with this. We have now 16 quisquillas. For those of you who know quisquillas, you'll be envying me, I think, because to me it's one of the best shrimp on earth. It's a little different than camarones. Camarones from the Atlantic coast, a little more salty, a little more firm. This is Mediterranean, coming from Montreal. More sweet and more, it's not cottony, but more tender in texture. Yesterday we came here, we tried both raw and like that a la plancha. Today we are trying a la plancha, but you can also eat them raw. Those quisquillas are so good, but whenever I put them in Turkish, I get depressed because so many people who don't know, but they have very strong opinions. They say that they are dirty, they are not clean. Whereas what you see as black spots are eggs. First they form in the head, they move to the body, and then they leave the body when they are fully mature. But they have great taste actually, without them. If you take them out, you lose the whole taste. And that's the difference between, I guess, seafood culture and basically nomadic culture. Now we have gambas rojas. These ones from Alicante, the red shrimps, not far from Denia. These are excellent gambas rojas. In taste and texture, they are in between quisquillas and langostinos from San Lucas. Langostinos are all meaty. The quisquillas are very tender and sweet. These are quite sweet and quite tender, but not as tender and sweet as quisquillas, and not as meaty and more strong flavor as the langostinos, but excellent balance. If you want to maximize pleasure, while you suck the head, try Riesling or champagne with it. It was really well. And for the body, the Verde Otoya works, but can be many crisp mineral white wine. If you have Riesling, maybe we'll go with both. But maybe more grosses gavax with the little more dry, with the body and maybe a little sweeter something, like a patlese with the head, I think. We continue with different prawns. These are carabineros. Now they make their way to almost all 3-star restaurants in France or many other countries, I suppose. They are good. Not necessarily my favorite. My favorite is more quisquillas. I also love langostinos, but they are also very good. These are from Huelva, the border of Portugal. Yesterday we ate them raw. It was very good. They make a sauce with its own egg and a touch lemon and olive oil they add. And this time I wanted to try grilled. Grilled meaning a la plancha. They don't have a grill here. It's not parrilla, it's plancha. That's how it is. The verdict on carabineros, they're very good, juicy, tender. Of course, in texture they are, I wouldn't say close to lobster. Maybe they are like close to theirs, cigalas that just came. Since we tried 2 different carabineros, so 2 different ways, raw and a la plancha, I liked maybe the body even more. it is raw. On the other hand, the head is better cooked because there is also some coral inside. The head was amazing. And was again, it was very well with champagne. Body too, but especially the head. You can have it both ways. Try the two ways to see for yourself. Now this is, let's see how the tigalas will work. Tigalas or langoustine. See the hard work my wife did with the cloth. It's worth it. It's really, really good. This was from Montreal, Mediterranean. We also did it yesterday. It was even better because we didn't have new shipment today because of the heavy rain. But still very good. The best in my life, I think, I had in probably the Barto restaurant in near Cambados, in Gourmet. That's Galicia, that's Atlantic Sea, a little more salty, a little more saline, and more like lobster-like firmer meat. This is firm meat, but not as firm. Slightly less saline, a little more sweet. They are both excellent in the end. And with this, La Otia Verde is actually working quite well. Now, one of my favorites here, puntitas, calamari, baby calamar. Very hard to find now in modern world. I almost never see in France. Rarely in Italy. It's amazing here now alla plancha. Paco especially recommended rough tomatoes today. Say they are very high quality, we'll see. And also artichoke. Local, he said, came from a friend of the family. Here they cut very thin and they fry. The frying is excellent. What happens is that they fry extra virgin olive oil. The extra virgin olive oil actually it burns at the highest degree among the other oils. It doesn't burn easily. Therefore, you use less oil, and therefore it's never oily. It's very dry. I find it excellent. I mean, the frying in Andalusia is very good, but it's a generalization. But I think key to it is the extra virgin olive oil they use, and probably I don't know which kind of flour they use, but they are never soggy and very crispy. These two are excellent, really. The tomato is so sweet, but there is also nice acidity and firm. Very good olive oil. Both miss it in they recommend because they say they don't get it all the time. Also, alcachofas, artichoke today. It's amazing. It's I think it's a young artichoke. The olive oil, we looked at it, extra virgin oil, even burns at a higher temperature than sesame oil Japanese use. So this is as good as the very best of tempura, full of flavor. I think together is bliss. It is another piece of resistance. I insisted on that. My wife said, let's get them alla Francia, puntillitas, calamarette. I say, well, maybe also fritte, half. So we got one portion each, sharing. As I explained, because the olive oil they use extra virgin, they burn at such a high temperature. They get very crisp and not a trace of oil, and very juicy inside. They are great. I think with champagne. This is so amazing. Besides the technique, the olive oil, blah blah. Think, two people each morning spending 2 hours each. I ask them, cleaning one by one, like taking out the bone from them. That's not easy. That really adds to the cost. So right now, enjoy this because I think in 10 years or so, they won't exist. This is courtesy of Paco because I don't have space to eat taquito of tarantelo, but I like very much this piece of tuna, white tuna, because it's so much fat when it's grilled. You know, its belly is too fat. This is, I think, this part not as dry as the loin, but not overly fat. The belly is in between, a very tasty part. We'll see. The dessert is a courtesy of the restaurant. Paco's mother makes his almond cookies, and he offered us this ice cider, which I know this one is very, very good from Asturias. You know, in Asturias, this guy said 50 different kinds of apples, and at age 55, they run up and down the hill like a wolf. To me, this is seafood part of my dreams. What can I say? I mean, it's also not pretentious. You can pour your own wine. You have the world's best product with great precision, and you feel comfortable at home. People are enjoying. But the only thing I couldn't figure out, the restroom is behind us, and there are half men, half women here. And normally ladies go to the restroom more, but now I am only seeing men going to the bathroom. So this is an enigma that I have to think about before next time.